Hello friends and welcome to Tony's Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at an As Seen on TV item by Bell & Howell. And this is the As Seen on TV Bionic Spotlight. And you can see it right here on the box. These are pretty popular items right now. It is solar powered. I did a review of like a generic version of one of these a while back, and you will see a link pop up here in just a second if you want to check out that video review. And it looks pretty much exactly like this does on the box. So anyway, we're just going to check this out and see how well this thing works. It says that it has motion detection of up to 25 feet, and it says it has 8 super bright LEDs on it. And you can see those right there shining. I know the generic one I installed was really easy to install. Okay, I'll shut up. We'll open up the box and see what we got. If I remember right, I paid about $25 for this at Bed Bath & Beyond. There will be an Amazon link in the description of this video and also one in the comments if you'd like to pick one of these up yourself. Okay, some stuff fell out. We got a pretty good sized booklet here of instructions. Oh, it actually comes with like a ground mount, so I guess you can mount this thing in the ground if you want to. I hadn't seen one like that before. Comes with 3 mounting screws there. I almost couldn't believe this when I read it, but there's a little tag on the solar panel that says to make sure that you have this in an area where there's maximum sun exposure. Okay, I guess there are some people out there that might not think about that. And this right here, where the solar panel's at, is adjustable, and yeah, it looks like you can tighten it up right here. I mentioned there being a ground stake on there, and I just noticed on the box it actually shows one of those. I hadn't noticed that before. There's a hole right here, and the ground stake fits right inside there. I've got a post behind my house that I thought about installing this to, but I kind of like this ground mount, so I may end up trying it out there. I just thought about this, you know, since this is motion detecting, it would be kind of nice if, you know what I mean, you have this in your yard and then somebody like is walking through your yard and then boom, the spotlight is like right up, you know, coming right up into their face. I think that's kind of funny. And it does sound like it'd be good for security. And right here is a switch that looks like it's got some weatherproofing rubber on it, so that I guess that, you know, no water or condensation gets in there. You know, I've been breaking down cardboard boxes since I was a stock boy at Ben Franklin back in the 80s. I think I'll just flush this one. So now I'm going to read the instructions real quick. And it says in the instructions that this needs to be in the on position. And it says this panel needs to be in direct sunlight to 5 to 6 hours. And once it becomes dark outside, it says a red light that's in here will start blinking as to mimic a security camera. So that when people see it, they'll think, oh, it's a security camera. I better not do anything stupid. So hopefully they'll see that flashing and move on to your neighbor's house. And while messing with this, I also noticed that it's got a little adjustable ball on here, and you can tighten that up as well into whatever position you need it to be in. So not only does the solar panel adjust, but the light itself also adjusts by a ball right here. Thought I'd test this thing in a dark room, and it did come on right out of the box, and it's pretty bright inside my room here. You can see that. Ouch. I can't look in that. Ooh, it's too bright to look in. Too bright to even look into. So yeah, don't look into that. That's super bright. So you can see how bright this thing is. It lights up this room pretty good. And this is just out of the box. It hasn't been charging or anything. I don't know if they charge these at the factory or something. But anyway, look. You stinking pig. You've been exposed. Okay, I'm going to sit real still and I'm going to see if I can get the little red security light to start blinking. And there's the security light blinking. You can see that. And I'll move and we'll see if this thing goes off. Ooh, but anyway, check it out. Creeping up on it. Creeping up on it. So I'm going to go stick this thing out in my yard, and then tomorrow during the day, this thing will charge up all day, we hope. And then tomorrow night, I'll be able to test this out, and we'll see see how bright this thing is. We'll check out that little flashing red light, and then you guys will be able to see, how well this thing functions. Time to head outside. So there's the little stake that's on this thing, and all I had to do was shove it into the ground, so it's down on the ground now. And then right here's the light, and all you got to do is just stick it right on top of that. So there it is. It is mounted. Okay, so here's the Bionic light. It has been in my yard all day today, but there was no sunlight at all. I mean, it was probably the most overcast day I've seen in a long time, so no direct sunlight actually hit this. So this thing has not gone off tonight. I took it inside and stuck it underneath just a regular old light bulb, and I was able to get it to come on a little bit after charging it with a light bulb for a little bit, but this didn't get any sunlight today, so I guess it has to have direct sunlight. So I just thought that would be something I should add. So it does kind of warn a little bit about that in the instructions, so it is something to think about, but I didn't think it would be that bad. I thought, it would at least pick up a little bit of energy from, even an overcast sky, but obviously it didn't because it's not coming on out here right now. So hopefully tomorrow there's some sun and we'll be able to check it out properly. You can see that sun is directly hitting the Bionic spotlight today. So there should be no excuses for this thing not to be working tonight when it comes on, or when it's supposed to come on. Okay, so it's nighttime now. I'm going out here to check on the Bionic spotlight. Oh, it did come on. This contraption right here is an As Seen on TV item. It's a atomic light. If you want to check out this, it's solar too. If you want to check out this, just click on the above link right now. And it just set off the Bionic spotlight. Okay, so there's the Bionic spotlight. You can see that the little sensor thing in there is flashing, and that's what it does whenever it's not on. So I'm gonna walk out here and see if I can trip it and set it off. Oh, and I just did. All right, so we see that it works, and buddy, that thing's bright. You really can't tell. I don't know if you can tell very well, but I mean, that thing is really putting off a lot of light out here in my yard. So I think that if someone was to approach this, I think it probably would scare them off maybe. So as a security light, I think it's pretty good, and also just something for, maybe to help you on the walkway, or just to have some light out here whenever you walk outside. So, it tripped. I tripped it and it came on. So now it's supposed to stay on for 30 seconds unless it detects movement. So I'll get out of its way and we'll see if it goes off, and then I'll trip it again. Okay, so it went off and we've got the red light flashing again. You can see it down there, and I'll see if I can trip it again. Oh, there it goes. So it does work. Excellent. And this we did have a lot of sun today, so this thing I think charged up pretty good. And buddy, that is bright. It's putting off a lot of light out here. And now it's about 7 o'clock the next morning. And I step outside and my dogs just tripped this thing off. So still working in the morning, so I think that's a good sign. And right there you can see on this post, this is the generic solar spotlight that I've got. It looks almost identical to the As Seen on TV Bell and Howell one. And I'm just going to approach it, and you can see that it always kind of stays lit like that, but if you get close to it, it gets a little bit brighter. And see there, it triggered. So this one's just a little bit different because it stays lit. Instead of having like a red LED or anything, it stays lit, and then when you approach it, it gets real bright. And I'd say this one is probably almost as bright as the Bell and Howell one, if not as bright. And there will be an Amazon link in the description and also in the comments of this video if you want to check that out. And there it went back into standby mode again. And I'll move, oh, there it goes. Okay, so we got to check out this As Seen on TV Bell and Howell Bionic Spotlight, and I think it does a pretty good job. You got to see the little red light going off. I got to pretend to be an intruder. It took me back to my days of youth and riffraff and whatnot. Okay, all joking aside, I do think this Bionic Spotlight is a very quality item. Seems to work really well. It's low cost. You don't have to worry about batteries. Seems like you can just put it up out there and just forget about it. My other solar powered spotlight that's out there has been out there for a number of months now. Seems to be doing a great job too. I will have an Amazon link in the description and also one of the comments of this video for the As Seen on TV Bell and Howell Bionic Spotlight I reviewed today, and also for the generic spotlight that I reviewed a while back. I do think this Bionic Spotlight would make a great home security item on the cheap. You know, it's something that, you know, sometimes just light or just the idea of a camera will scare somebody off. So I think that's a great idea. I think this would also make a great housewarming gift, birthday gift, or a Christmas present. It's a little different. It's slightly techy. You know, it's something that's very easy to use and install though. I do think this is one of the better Bell & Howell items that I've reviewed. If you know anybody that could use one of these Bionic spotlights, please share this video out. If you enjoyed this video today, please hit the thumbs up. And if you'd like to see some more of my product reviews, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for tuning in to Tony's Reviews today, and God bless you.